In this video, I'm going to demonstrate how we can approximate or estimate the area under a curve by partitioning it into rectangles and using the midpoints of those rectangles to come up with their heights, sum up these areas, and we'll have an approximation. In my problem, I notice I have an f of x, which of course I need. I need a left boundary of my interval, which in this case is 0, and my right boundary is 4, and essential information is the number of approximating rectangles. And what I've done, which I find always helpful, is to list my variables and their values. One other variable I'm using that's not explicitly given is my step, or my delta x, or my increment. And I get that by subtracting my right boundary minus my left boundary, and make sure in parens, divide that by the number of pieces, and I get the width of each rectangle under my curve. Okay, what I'm going to do is look at my TI-84, and the first thing I'm going to do is take my left boundary, hit this very helpful store button, store alpha A, hit the colon for store alpha B. A little hard to see, but it's colon down here in the green. And 4 is the number of rectangles, or number of partitions. Okay. The next thing I want to do is to calculate my step. And we do that by going alpha B, my right boundary, minus my left boundary. Make sure I include the parens. Divide that by the number of rectangles. And before I hit enter, I'm going to store this at the letter S for step. And you'll see in about 10 seconds why I'm using this letter. Okay, now what I've got to do is determine the heights of my rectangles, and I do that by putting my various x's into my function. And I can do that really with one command. If I go second stat ops, and then very, very helpful and powerful, the sequence command. Expression, that's in my vars, y vars, and it's y1. My variable is x, and my problem asked for me to use the midpoint of my rectangles. And what I'm going to do there is take my left boundary, whatever it is, and I store that at A, and add the step, but midpoint means only halfway through. My end will be my right boundary coming back half okay. And my step, and this is why I like the letter S. Paste. Okay, so far so good. This sequence command gives me the height of my rectangles, but I've got to multiply all of them by my width, which is the S. But then finally, to approximate my total area with these rectangles, I need to sum these. So I'm going to go second, insert, second, stat, and sum. And now it's going to sum the sequence, and I'm going to go all the way to the right. The final paren is optional. I usually include it. And this is my estimate. For x squared, it was 1/4 x squared plus 3 from 0 to 4 with 4 partitions. And it's, I guess I consider this one command, since I only hit the enter key once, and that's all there is to it for midpoint.